Good evening, race fans. This is Mike Pettaway coming to you live from NCQMA in Salisbury, sunny Salisbury, North Carolina. I'm sitting here alongside the infamous Sam Hatfield. Sam will be bringing you the action of the racing, all the races tonight. And as I said, the sun's shining. We had a lot of clouds, and Sam came in. And did you do something to make them disappear?
I guess they saw my face and decided they'll go rain somewhere else. Scared them away.
Well, we had races on Saturday, which we were able to get all the races in despite some really cloudy and nasty-looking clouds come across the racetrack. But we were able to get everything in. Tonight, I think we're going to be rain-free, and everything is going to be great for our Tuesday night Summer Heat Series, the fifth of 6 scheduled Summer Heat races. And tonight we have a relatively small car count, but Tuesdays sometimes, as Sam knows, people are busy doing other things, or it's just hard to get down here on Tuesday night. So we're going to be bringing you the action here in just a little bit. I'm going to turn my microphone over to another legend in his own mind, Ryan Repko. I would venture to say tonight's analysts have more wins than anybody ever at NCQMA. Would that be an accurate assumption, that Sam, you think, between you and Ryan?
I've got 71 or so, and Ryan's got to be in the hundreds, so probably.
Well, I'm going to step out of here and go over to the pit road and do some race coverage with some of the drivers. We do not have our wireless equipment. It is ready to be picked up in Harrisburg, and I will be doing that tomorrow morning. And hopefully the next time we'll be able to do some on-site interviews in the garage. So I'm going to bring in Mr. Repko, but right now he's attending to his fan club. Are you signing autographs, Ryan? So we're going to turn it over to Mr. Hatfield and Mr. Repko, and I will be talking to everyone after the races. Enjoy the broadcast, and thank goodness we have some great weather.
Welcoming Ryan Repko to the broadcast booth. Ryan Repko, quarter midget, late model, mini outlaw, plus who knows what else he's going to end up running in the future, driver. Finally found some spare time to head back out to the NCQMA Speedway.
Yes, sir.
Ryan coming on the back of 2 wins last Saturday night. So Ryan, last Saturday was your first quarter midget race here at the NCQMA Speedway in a while. You've been doing some late model racing. Go ahead and inform all of our viewers about late models and your plans outside of quarter midgets and for your coming years in race cars.
Well, the goal is to try and learn everything I can in the limited sportsman division, and then hopefully be able to get into late model stock racing within the next 2 years. That way I'll already know how to drive the cars, hopefully. And after that, just comes the NASCAR ladder, K&N, Camping World Truck Series, Nationwide, then Sprint Cup, assuming you can find the proper backing and resources in order to do that.
So that's a little bit about your late model career. What about this mini outlaw dirt car you're going to be getting into rather soon, correct?
Yes. I've been fortunate enough to connect with a guy named Bo Beaker out of Salisbury. He's letting me run his mini outlaw. I'm not really sure how many races it's going to be, but the car is going to be wrapped with my name and number on it, so that's always good.
Definitely a very cool deal Ryan has there. But now back to tonight's events. I just counted the cars, but don't remember how many. So we'll have Ryan get on that while I try to fill up time on the air getting to that. But it's our 5th out of 6 races in our Summer Heat Series Tuesday nights. Our next Summer Heat Series is next Tuesday, which would be Tuesday, August the 19th, will be our next and final Summer Heat Series. So we will have our championship Tuesday night for the Summer Heats this coming up Tuesday. Also on tap for racing here at the NCQMA Speedway on this Saturday, August the 16th, the third out of 4 NCQMA fun races will be this weekend. Non-points, just showing up, racing to have fun is the point. Due to some of the many rainouts we've had here at the NCQMA Speedway throughout the summer months, they scheduled fun races on the weekends of the USAC National Tour. Our last fun race, which was earlier in August, did, of course, get rained out.
But the weather looks here. We got some clouds around here, but they don't look like rain clouds. So hopefully, we have good weather. I think they were calling for rain, and it was raining at my house. But I don't think that it's going to happen here. Either way, we do have racing on tap here. First out will be Heavy 160. Starting on the pole will be Abigail Kenny and Macy Curry. They're getting strapped into their cars, so soon they'll be rolling out onto the speedway.
That is our first of eight classes we have here tonight. The big name class missing from the lineup is our Light 160 division. No Light 160s have appeared for tonight's events, as well as no Light World Formulas have appeared for tonight's events. Those drivers must be getting ready to head up to the Little Kalamazoo Speedway in Kalamazoo, Michigan for the second to last round of the USAC National Pavement Series. 2 rounds are left in that series. Kalamazoo this weekend and Columbus in, I believe, September.
I do see Nick Loden's 160 over there, but I guess he chose not to run it since there were no other people to contend with. But hopefully that class will grow for next week. It's usually one of the more exciting classes. That's usually the most popular one. It actually really surprises me that we don't have any of them here. I'm one of the guys who runs in it in the Saturday series when I have time to, since I'm running all sorts of races. Back to you, Sam.
33 cars on tap for tonight's festivities. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the points as we are getting near to the end of this series. So I'm going to go ahead and throughout the night try to update you on the point situation as of this year's Summer Heat Series. Our first class out tonight, as Ryan said, is our Heavy 160 division. Macy Curry has swept the Heavy 160 division throughout the season at the Tuesday night series, and I believe she has locked up the championship. As the worst possible finish she can have tonight is a second place finish, as there are only 2 Heavy 160s, and no matter where she finishes tonight, there is no way Abigail Kenny could catch up to her. So Macy Curry, I believe, has locked up that Heavy 160 championship already, which is our first race out on tap tonight. The 2 females battling it out on the pavement here in Heavy 160. Both drivers have definitely improved a ton from last year. I raced with both of them last year, and I haven't raced with them any this year, as my last race was at the Columbus Indoor Series back in February. But you can just see from watching them, both are obviously much better drivers and much quicker cars, as they are both rolling out onto the speedway now. Kenny pulled the pole position for the Heavy 160A main event. Curry outside pole in second as we get ready for our 30-second warm-up.
I didn't know they did 30-second warm-ups for the Tuesdays.
You can hear the cars cranked up for the warm-up in the background here. So what the point of the 30-second warm-up is, we're going to go ahead and get these drivers some time to get their tires warmed up, and then we'll get them side by side and ready to go racing, as that time has expired. So we're going to go ahead and get Curry caught up to the back of Abigail Kenny's car and get him stacked and ready to go racing. So we are side by side down the back straightaway here. Chief starter Nick Wilt going to give him the 1 to go this time by down the front straightaway. Slowly side by side down through turn 1 and 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag flies. Macy Curry pulls out from the outside, looks under Kenny, down the front straightaway, gets the job. Macy Curry, your leader, before we even reach the back straightaway. Great move by Curry there. That was definitely a veteran move pulled by Curry there. She knew she was on the outside, didn't want to risk getting put up into the barrier, so just let out of the throttle, pulled under Kenny, take the lead. 30 laps to go. Heavy 160A main event. Curry obviously has what seems to be the quicker car. She's pulled out to a straightaway lead over Kenny in second. Kenny's car looks to be handling all right, but just not quite to the speed that Kenny wants it tonight. Not quite a match for the machine, the number 2 machine of the monster, Macy Curry. You can credit Levi Riffle for making that name for Curry there. 23 laps left to go. Heavy 160A main event. Curry's pulled out to a half track lead over Kenny there. Not much to discuss in this race.
Not really. There hasn't been any contact, and they're basically, Macy Curry has checked out, and now it's basically just running laps, unless one of the two happens to spin out.
I was making comments about the broadcast there, so sorry about this slight delay, but Curry definitely putting the hammer down on that machine and pretty much schooling the whole field here. Heavy 160A main event. 15 laps left to go in this event for Curry to hang on. Looks like that car is still handling the way she wants it to.
13 laps left in this one. Make it 12.
The laps winding down. All of our races for tonight, other than the rookie events, will be 35-lap features, as we do have 11 p.m. curfew every night. All of our Tuesday night events are 20-minute time limit races as well. Curry once again across the stripe, 8 laps to go. She is beginning to catch up and attempt to put the number 1 car of Abigail Kenny a lap down. About a 7 car length difference between Kenny and Curry here. Curry goes around, takes the 5 to go across the stripe, this time by 4 to go. Kenny, definitely not the car of her liking tonight. Not quite as quick as she needs it to be. Curry down the front straightaway, slow, green flag waving, this time by 2 laps to go for Curry down the back straightaway. White flag in the air. Curry led from flag to flag down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Checkered flag, give the win. Heavy 160A main event to Macy Curry. Flag to flag lead for Curry there.
Congratulations to the winner of the Heavy 160A main.
Next up is Junior Animal, which will be between Delana Hodge and Tyler Conover.
Curry takes the checkered flag for our first event of the day. And we'll pull that machine into pit road and across the scales. All heavy 160 drivers must weigh more than 100 pounds. Their cars more than 325 pounds. So next up, Junior Animal A main event. Let me update you on the point situation here. 4 races into the series, Tyler Conover currently in second in points. Delana Hodge currently with the points lead. Hodge has a total of 234 points to Conover's 225, making that a 9-point difference between the two drivers. Most of our junior animal races have only been 2-car competitions. So if they are only 2-car competitions throughout the rest of the season, that would lock up the championship to Hodge. So Hodge definitely sitting in a good spot for the point situation here. As I said before, only 2 cars for the rest of the series. That would lock up a championship for Hodge. Hodge starting on the pole in our Junior Animal A main event with Tyler Conover in second. Ryan, you never ran Junior Animal, but you did run the Senior Animal. Give us a little insight on these animal machines.
You got to keep them wound up because when we ran it, everybody was competitive. It was me, Ryan Israel, and Sam every week. All the talent cars were up front, and you had to keep them wound up because all of us ran good lines, and if you made a single mistake, then the other two would be there to get you. So they're definitely tricky motors. You got to change the spark plug every week, or, well, I mean, that's up to you, but otherwise you're on the risk of your motor basically, it sounds like it's hitting the chip, but it's not. And
the Briggs and Stratton Animal Division down the back straightaway. Hodge, Conover leading only 2 to the green flag. Green flag in the air. Hodge maintains the inside line. Keeps Conover out to the outside. Great start by Hodge there, but Conover right on Hodge's bumper down the front straightaway. Definitely car a little fight. Yellow flag. Hodge sitting sideways down the back straightaway. It looked like Conover got into the rear end of Hodge's car a little bit there. Sent her for the spin cycle down the back straightaway with 34 laps to go. I would say Conover definitely seems to have the quicker machine early on because it looked like that car was staying right on the bumper of Hodge. But it looked like he was on the bumper a little too much and sent her for the spin cycle out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. So we're going to stack them, re-rack them, try again. Hodge should maintain the lead here as a strike does go to Conover. First of 3 strikes for Conover. If you're the cause of the caution, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. 1 to go this time by 34 laps in the race. Hodge, Conover down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Better start for Hodge there. Pulls about a quarter car length lead over Conover.
Conover's definitely got it in the corners. Coming off, he is faster, but let's see if Hodge can't hold him off.
Hodge currently your point leader over Conover by a 9-point difference.
Conover needs this win for the points championship. You can see it. He's hungry for it.
I believe with drops, I might have been wrong earlier. This win might be enough to take Conover championship. Conover, as Ryan said, gets by. Really loses the back end, though, out of turn number 4. Conover dove under Hodge down the back straightaway and cut real hard in turn number 4 in order to keep Hodge from pulling the crossover and diving under her. So that puts Conover's car all the way sideways, able to save it. Conover, your leader, 25 laps to go, about a car length over Hodge.
It seems like Conover might be pulling away just a little bit, but let's see if there isn't a caution.
Both drivers seem to have rather equal cars, about a car length separating the 2 of the gingerbread kid, Tyler Conover, and the 1 of Delana Hodge, with 20 laps left to go around the NCQMA circuit.
We're not very far into this, but I have no idea what the setup is on Hodge's car, but if she has a ratchet hub or an unlocked hub, her car will be faster at the end of the race rather than the beginning. So that'll probably play into a factor later on into the race.
I would believe she would have the car set up with an unlocked hub, which allows the left rear tire to spin freely as it is really hot, meaning there's a lot of grip on the track. No need to keep that tire from spinning when you can get all the power you want out of that unlocked hub. But as we're talking, Hodge right up on Conover's bumper, looks low down the back straightaway, gets the job done down the back straightaway. Conover going to look for the crossover. Can't get the job done. Bumper to bumper. Oh, he gets into the back of Hodge. Spins Hodge around, but they keep going. Green flag remains in the air. That's great for Conover. It looked like Conover got into the left rear of Hodge's machine, got her totally sideways. They slowed down to almost stall, but they both kept it going, giving Conover about a straightaway lead over Hodge there.
It looked like Hodge's car had just come in, but after contact like that, we'll have to see if it's still fast. Right now, Conover has about a straightaway lead over Hodge.
That contact was definitely a point in time where, as a more experienced driver, you would know my car's about to stall. I need to let it die, because Hodge not letting that car die gave Conover a straightaway lead over her. And with only 7 laps to go, and these cars being as equally matched as there is no way Hodge is going to be able to catch Conover without a caution flag. If it starts raining, we need to pull it up real quick, so that way they put it under the table, though? Mike wants it like that. So with 3 laps to go, Conover holding on to the lead. Slow green flag out this time by 2 laps left to go. Conover may have gotten the lead by a mistake, but who cares how he got it around. Turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Tyler Conover picks up the win. Junior Animal A main event. You can see Doug Hodge on the side, obviously visibly frustrated over the event. Definitely tough to swallow losing due to a racing incident like that. But no matter how it happened, Tyler Conover picks up the win. Junior Animal feature event. Tough luck for Hodge there. I'm sure they will definitely be very disappointed with that result, as she had a car fast enough to win, but finishing a straightaway behind definitely didn't reflect it.
Nothing's more frustrating when you have an incident like that, where it just you get past that way and then you just never are able to recover. It's just nothing's more frustrating. Up next is Senior Animal.
Our Senior Animal division slightly faster over the Junior Animal division. Our animal divisions do use Briggs & Stratton animal race motors. These motors are run in 3 different divisions in quarter midget racing. The Junior Animal division, which is the slowest of these divisions, uses a restrictor plate. And then your Senior Animal division uses a slightly small restrictor plate that allows slightly more airflow through the motor. And then when you go to your unrestricted or heavy animal division, they take out the restrictor plate but add weight to the car to make it go about the same speed as your Senior Animal. We have another 2-car event on tap. Every other race of the night will be 5 cars or more. This is our final small 2-car race. On the pole will be Nick Loden, and in second, Neil the Wheel, the real deal, Neil Allison. Both of these drivers, experienced drivers, getting ready to tackle the pavement here. Senior Animal A main event, 35 laps. Nick Loden in that Ingersoll Rand machine. Loden for about a year now has been sponsored by Ingersoll Rand. These cars should be getting ready to push out momentarily. As they do now, Allison's going to be the first one out on the track, followed by Loden.
Nick Loden recently got an Instagram. Be sure to go follow him at InLoden43.
It looks like they're having some trouble getting the machine of Allison's to start. These Briggs & Stratton animal motors are they're a pain to start. They don't want to get fired off very easily.
Oh, no.
You can hear the car wanting to get going, and it's kicking and squealing the tires. That sometimes happens when the motor isn't isn't warm enough, or there might not be enough airflow through the carburetor, or it might also be that there wasn't just enough power pushing that car off, as they just got 3 handlers to push that car and it fired up right away.
That's why it's always good to warm it up on the pit cart before you put it on the ground. That way you can get your motor nice and hot and it'll start a little bit easier.
The only thing more annoying to start than these animal motors are the AA motors, as those require an army of people to start them. Got to put a heat gun on them on the cart, and then spin them on the cart, and then you finally start them up. But they're definitely a lot easier to start on the ground than these motors. But enough to start talking about motors to start. Our senior animal division is now out green. Let me go ahead and pull up the points picture in our 5th out of 6 rounds here. Nick Loden is your points leader with 228 points. Neil Allison did miss a race, so he only has 174 points, but one less race than Loden. So I'm not quite sure how, because of the variation in number of races run, that will pull into our points picture, as you do get to drop your worst race. So I'm not quite sure how the points picture will be. I'll get a spreadsheet going and try to figure all of that out so I can get more accurate points information next race. But we do get the 1 to go this time by Loden, your pole sitter. Allison second down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag right in the air. Allison pulls a veteran move, pulls out of line, looks under Loden down the front straightaway, side by side, down the front back straightaway, but it looked like Allison just tapped one of the big rumble turtles through turn 3 and 4, lost the rear end of the car a little bit, and had to fall back to a quarter car length behind Allison.
Nick Loden's Monroe Roadways Ingersoll Ram machine has taken the lead, but doesn't have it by much. Only about 2 feet separate him and Allison is not going to let this race go.
Allison Loader bumper to bumper with 30 laps left to go. You could barely fit your foot between those 2 cars.
They're very close.
Definitely some close racing here.
There goes
Allison looks slow down the front straightaway. Oh, yellow flag. Loden spins through turn 1 and 2. Allison tried to pull the dive bomb move on Loden there.
Do you see that right there? Is that moisture? What is that on the track?
No, it's fine. Allison tried to pull a dive bomb move through 1 and 2. It looked like Loden saw that machine, pulled it out of the groove, got it up in the rumbles, and just simply lost a handle of his machine. No contact was made. So we're going to get these cars. We're going to stack them, re-rack them, try again. 28 laps left to go. So after the solo spin by Loden in turns number 1 and 2. Definitely very uncharacteristic of Nick Loden there. 1 to go this time by. We're going to get him bumper to bumper through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag will fly. Loden stays right on Allison's bumper on the start, but loses that ground a little bit down the back straightaway, about a car length separating them now.
Loden just looks too loose. As I said that, he went sideways going into 3.
It looks like when he jumped out of the way in order to get out of Allison's way when Allison was passing, he got out of the groove and got what we call the marbles on his tires, meaning he picked up a bunch of junk on his tires and does not have the grip he wants, as he's fallen to about a corner behind Allison in the lead with 22 laps to go in the Senior Animal A main event.
It looks like the marbles have finally fallen off of Nick's machine, as he's now back in the groove, and it doesn't look like he's really catching Allison, but he's not losing any ground now.
It looks like in order to catch Allison, Loden's either going to need Allison to make a mistake, or he's going to have to spin out. Of course, there's always the option of spinning yourself out to get a caution, but that is not the type of driver Loden is, and he is not going to cause that maneuver. That's just not like Nick. So he will have to hope that Allison makes a mistake, or else the win looks like it would go to Allison. 13 laps left to go. Senior Animal A main event.
It looks like Nick may have caught up to Nick may have caught up to Allison just a little bit, but I don't think he's catching him enough to catch him before the end of this 10 lap.
Loden has a slightly faster car, but with the straightaway difference, catching maybe half a car length a lap isn't going to do you any good. Allison takes 7 laps to go, this time by the stripe. Definitely has control of this race after Loden's solo spin with about 20 to go. 5 to go, this time by for Allison to hang on. Allison takes the 3 to go, this time by, still controlling the lead over Loden. 1 straightaway advantage, slow green flag in the air, 2 to go down the front straightaway. White flag in the air. All Allison has to do is hold on down the back straightaway through 3 and 4. Checkered flag in the air. Senior Animal A main event goes to Neil, the wheel, the real deal, Neil Allison. Great run by Allison there, following some misfortune on Loden's part. So Allison gonna take the victory lap this time by.
Congratulations to the winner of the Senior Animal A main, Neil Allison. Finishing second, Nick Loden. Both cars, please report to track.
That concludes our 3rd out of 8 total races on tap for tonight.
What's up next, Sam?
Next up is our Red Rookie A main event. The Red Rookies are the newest drivers to quarter midget racing. They do a 20-lap race. As a Red Rookie, it really depends. They can get lined up perfectly and have their race done within a couple minutes, or they can not get lined up at all and we could be sitting around waiting for them to line up for 10 minutes. So hopefully they get lined up quickly tonight. 6-car field for our Red Rookie A main event. Starting on the pole, Carter Sullivan. Starting in second will be Paige Robertson. In third, Kel Ruthenbeck. In fourth, Dexter Kenny Jr. In fifth, Trevor Klein. And in sixth, Lacey Houghton. Trevor Klein's brother is Nick Drake of the NASCAR K&N Pro Series. He runs the number 15, I believe, is it?
Yes.
The number 15 Napa car on the K&N Pro Series East Tour. Just waiting to get these cars rolled out onto the track now. As you can see, me and Ryan are not the best at filling dead air time. We work better when there's cars out on the track.
Yes.
Be sure to follow TriadSportsCoverage.com on Twitter in order to get updates from all of the races at NCQMA Speedway and know when we are going live, not only from here at NCQMA Speedway, but also Sports Talk from Bibbs in downtown Salisbury.
Winston-Salem.
Yep, I knew that. There are no points awarded in the rookie division, as the rookie division is simply a learning division. You worry about points when you get into your junior Honda, senior Honda, or heavy Honda division. This is our 4th out of 8 races tonight. The way this is going, hopefully we can get done quick enough to where I can still drive home.
Let's go to Outback afterwards.
I like that idea. Party at Outback after the races.
Oh, by the way, Bo Beaker sent me a note. He's at Outback. Surprise, surprise.
Bo Beaker is who is Ryan's car owner for the Mini Outlaw. I swear the only restaurants he goes to, Outback Steakhouse, Longhorn Steakhouse, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Duckworth's Grill and Tap House.
Those are the only places.
On occasion, he might go to a Hooters. But other than that...
Yeah, the one night I'm with him.
Are you going to complain about that, Ryan?
No.
See?
Food was actually pretty good. I got the shrimp.
The shrimp's good, but I go for the chicken wings. The breaded hot chicken wings. That's definitely what you got to get there. But as we are talking about chicken wings, the 30-second warm-up, on our Red Rookie Division has expired. So we're going to go ahead and try to get these drivers lined up, ready to go. As I said before, it's really a flip of a coin in terms of whether the Red Rookies will line up quickly or not.
Starting on the pole will be Carter Sullivan.
I did that.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry.
Sullivan, your pole sitter, is going to try and get by the 4 of Kneep Jr. in order to get lined up side-by-side double file. Some new names for me here. I don't recognize the names of Robinson or Kneep. Kneep, I think, is how his name would be pronounced. If I am pronouncing it wrong, I am sorry, Mr. Dexter.
It looks like they're trying to do a single file restart, but the initial start is always double file.
Normally in our rookie division, they'll try to get these drivers lined up normal or single file before they line them up double file, just to make it a little easier for these new drivers. Red Rookie, the slowest class in quarter midget racing, as it should be, as these are all drivers that are just learning for the first time how to drive a quarter midget car. You can practice a Red Rookie car from as young as 4.5 and then start racing at only 5 years old.
Sam, do we have any 5-year-olds in this division? Do you know?
I do not have any statistics on the age, or else I would get those to you. But these all seem to be rather young drivers.
We just need the 4 to get into place, and then we'll be ready to go racing. While we were waiting on the 4 to get in his spot, it seems like the lineup has been a little bit messed up. Oh, wait, no? Whoa.
We've just had a collision under yellow. The 2 car of Paige Robinson died on the track. You can hear her dad giving her words of encouragement about the lineup. I believe this is both Robertson and Kneep Jr.'s first quarter midget races, as I do not recognize the name from any other race, but that I'm not 100% on that, as I did miss last Saturday's event. The red flag has come out. They're going to go ahead and show these rookie drivers where they need to be under red flag conditions, and they're going to push them back off again and hopefully get lined up and get this race going. Remember, next time the NCQMA Speedway is racing Saturday, August 16th. NCQMA Fun Race number 3 on the season. I'm not quite sure as to what the times are, but if you follow either NCQMA Racing on Twitter or Triad Sports Coverage on Twitter, you can see updates as to the time and when we will go live broadcasting. As always, it is free to attend the races here at the NCQMA Speedway. So that should be all the motivation you need to come out here and watch some great racing action from the NCQMA Speedway.
Why did they have the 5 car in 4th place? Okay. Good enough for me.
The upcoming race schedule for the month of August is Saturday, August 16th, our non-points race. Then Tuesday, August 19th, the conclusion of the Summer Heat Series. It's Championship Tuesday. Then on Saturday, August the 23rd, will be our 9th championship points race of the year and our first Cup race, our Junior, Senior, and Heavy Honda Cup races. So that's what's on tap for the month of August at NCQMA Speedway.
We've had a collision in turn 4. The 5 of Trevor Klein is turned sideways with the 3 of, who's the 3?
I believe that is Kel Ruthenbeck.
Kel Ruthenbeck into him. And then the 6 of Lacey Houghton into him. Let's keep that in the middle there, Sam.
Neither of us know the rookie drivers, as they are rather new to the Speedway. We can normally tell the cars of the upper divisions, but for these red and blue rookies who haven't been racing very long, it can be a little difficult for me and Ryan to tell who is who.
We may be about to have a red flag. Several people tending to the 6 of Lacey Houghton took a hard hit, so we'll see what happens here. The sun has gone behind the clouds and some shade is over the racetrack. We'll just have to see if that affects the handling of these race cars. That can play into a factor.
It has definitely cooled down a good 5 degrees since the sun went behind the clouds, which normally won't make a huge impact on the car, but as the sun does go behind the clouds, it gets darker and cooler. The track will get cooler and lose grip. But generally it's hot enough during the nights in the summer to keep the track warm enough to grip rather well at all times. So they're going to go ahead and try to get Houghton back in line so we can get this red rookie race started.
And she does, so we'll probably get the 1 to go coming right up here, and we do. And hopefully get this red rookie A-main started.
1 to go, this time by Sullivan, Robinson, Ruthenbeck, Klein, Houghton, and Kniep down the back straightaway. Green flag flies, and as soon as it does, yellow comes out. 3-car pileup between Trevor Klein, Kel Ruthenbeck, and Lacey Houghton again. They have magnets, apparently. The green flag did wave, so we will restart single file, and the time clock should start. I can't see it from here. Can you, Ryan?
No. But I think they're trying to get the 2 to slow down so that way everyone can catch up. The 1 will probably get the lead back.
We'll have to wait for the official lineup to get that to you.
These cars are flying under caution.
Once again, be sure to come out and join us for a race sometime this season at NCQMA. We race all the way up to Thanksgiving weekend in November, so if you can't make it out, so there's no excuse to not be able to make it out, you can find a date that works for you. Definitely some great racing you'll see here, and the best part is it is free admission. Come down, spend a day or an evening here at the NCQMA Speedway. Get some great food at the Snack Shack. Best now. It's decent now.
But
Good food at reasonable prices, run by Lola Kenny at the Snack Shack. Speaking of that, I'm waiting for my dad to bring me up food as I'm broadcasting. He does not seem to be very reliable with that.
I saw your dad a minute ago. I think he was watching the race, so you may not be getting that food.
I've pretty much ate nothing today. I woke up at 11, had a couple pieces of lunch meat, and then left to go do stuff and came straight to the track. So
I had Zaxby's. I love Zaxby's. I mean, even if nobody else eats at the one in Denver, I'm going to keep it open single-handedly. I eat it almost every day. I love their food.
TrySportsCoverage.com, tracking live at NCQMA, is brought to you by Flash Products. Flash Products is definitely the #1 maker of engines in quarter midgets. As I say that, we're lined up side by side again down the back straightaway. Green flag will fly this time by, and we make it through a corner without a pileup. Ruthenbeck 3 wide into turn number 1. Ruthenbeck goes 3 wide under the 1 of Sullivan and the 2 of Robinson to take the lead. And as soon as I say that, the number 4 of Dexter Kniep Jr. is stationary down the back straightaway. So yellow flag back out in the air again.
Trevor Klein looks like he may have the machine to contend with. His car looks fast, as we only got 1 lap in, but it seemed to be what could be the top machine in this race. As we said earlier, Trevor Klein is the brother of Nick Drake, who is a NASCAR K&N Pro Series driver of the number 15 Napa Know-How. I'm not sure which manufacturer it is.
I believe it's a Chevy, but don't quote me on that.
Well, I thought it was a Camry, so.
Oh, it is a Camry. I just don't like Toyotas, so I didn't think it was a Camry. It is a Camry.
Is it? I'm gonna look that up. I want us to be correct here. Oh, we got a wreck just below me.
These drivers definitely beating and banging on each other, as it seems like tonight we have one of the classic never-ending red rookie events.
Nick Drake's K&N Pro Series Napa Know-How car is a Toyota Camry.
I don't like that, but he's getting a ride with a sponsor, so I'd drive whatever they wanted to give me. Toyota, Ford, Chevy.
When is Lamborghini going to start manufacturing stock cars?
I'd rather see Ferrari than Lamborghini, personally.
That would just be kind of cool. I wish that all of them did it, and you could literally. I wish you could buy cars from the manufacturers. The manufacturers build the cars, and I think that would even out the playing field in the Sprint Cup Series if you could do that. But I don't think they'll ever do that. If you can build it in house, they'll do it that way.
Shout out to AJ Allmendinger, which he obviously isn't listening.
That was a good race.
I was very excited to see AJ win at the Glen. That's definitely one of my favorite NASCAR races and tracks they visit throughout the season.
I tend to like the oval races more, but that race did prove to be exciting. As we're going to get lined up here, I think the lineup order is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 4.
That lineup order would mean starting back in the lead would be Carter Sullivan. In second would be Paige Robertson. In third, Cale Ruthenbeck. In fourth, Trevor Klein. In fifth, Lacey Houghton. And in sixth will be Dexter Kniep Jr., who caused the yellow flag. We're trying to get these drivers to slow down. They're definitely going very quick under yellow.
Yes. I think we're going to get the one to go this time by.
And we do.
Telling the drivers to tighten up some. We've got some gaps here, between Cale and Trevor. And the green's going to come out anyway.
Green flag back out in the air. Red rookie A main event. Good start for Sullivan there. Pulls about a 3-car length advantage over Robertson in second. Robertson definitely does not have the car she wants tonight, as it's fast enough to stay in second, but not quick enough to catch Sullivan, your leader. Cale Ruthenbeck and Trevor Klein have now begun to catch up to the back of Paige Robertson in second. But we have a battle for third. Klein looks under Ruthenbeck down the front straightaway, gets the job done like a pro. Klein now in the second place running position, setting his sights on Paige Robertson in second.
I think he's going to try that outside because Paige is hugging the inside. So there's really nowhere to go down there, but he's going to try and pull around on the outside. So far that looks difficult. I heard contact, but I don't see anything.
Klein still unable to make a move on Robertson for second. Sullivan, meanwhile, has pulled to a half a track lead over Robertson in second. Is now catching up to Lacey Houghton in sixth to attempt to put her one lap down. Sullivan definitely checked out from the field in this Red Rookie event with 11 laps left to go. Klein still attempting to move around the number 2 car of Paige Robertson for the lead. She is hugging that inside line and making it extremely difficult for Klein to get by, but we do now have a battle going on for fourth. Kniep and Ruthenbeck as the yellow flag is out. It looked like Kniep got into the back of Ruthenbeck in turn number 2, sent Ruthenbeck spinning back end of that car now in the wall. Kniep will have to go into pits as the impact did take off part of the hood, as the quarter midget doesn't have much room between the front of the car and the driver pedals. It's just a little piece of sheet metal hood, as they are rear-engined. So that hood is sitting sideways on the car. It doesn't look like it's fastened in by anything, so he should have to go into pits to fix that in order to keep anything from heading into the compartment where the driver's feet are. It sounds like the 2 car of Paige Robertson has blown a chain. What the chain is, it's a chain link drive engine pretty much. You attach the chain around 2 gears, causes the rear wheels to go, so no power for that car without the chain. They're going to bring it into the pit road, put it up on its nose, and try to get that car back in racing condition. So once again, another extended caution period in our Red Rookie A main event. I'm not quite sure what our lineup will be when we go back to Green Flag Racing, as it looked like Ryan had something to say right as I started talking, so I'll let...
It wasn't anything important. I was just going to say we're trying to get everybody caught up to the 1 car. I think the lineup is going to be Trevor Klein restarting in second. Restarting in first is going to be...
the one of Sullivan.
Carter Sullivan. And then...
I would think Lacey Houghton would take that third place running position, as the number 2 car of Paige Robertson did go into the pits, therefore sending her to the back. And the number 3 of Sullivan and the 4 of Kniep both got together and caused that caution. So they would both be sent to the back due to causing a caution, as they both died on the speedway.
I think this is going to be a good race between Trevor Klein and Carter Sullivan. Both of them have superior machines. As the 2 car of Robinson has now thrown another chain.
That chain it looks like it's done, as it is in 2 pieces now, it looks, as you only get 1 work session per yellow. So I'm not sure if they'll be able to get that car back. It looks like they're pulling out the pit cart, and Robertson's day may be over. Our lineup, when we go back to Green Flag Racing, will be starting on in the lead. Will be Sullivan in second, Klein in third, Houghton in fourth, Kniep, and in fifth, Ruthenbeck. As it looks like the 2-car of Paige Robertson will retire. We have these cars bumper to bumper, green flag back out in the air. It looks like the 4-car, Kniep, gets a flying restart, dives under Houghton and Klein down the front straightaway. Great start for Kniep there. The green flag did come out with 9 laps to go. Sometime in the rookie division, once the cars get lined up correctly, they don't bother with the 1 to go and just throw the green. So I believe that is what they did there. Klein right all over the bumper of Kniep in second.
There's room to the inside. I think if Klein would run the inside line, he would be faster.
Klein is definitely about a foot or 2 off of the bottom of the track at least through the corner. As the yellow flag is out, the number 6 of Lacey Houghton is stationary in turn number 1. So once again, another yellow comes out in our 24 hours of red rookie here at the NCQMA Speedway.
This should be an exciting restart. It seems like Klein may have a better car than Kniep, but Kniep definitely got the start he wanted on the last restart. 5 laps will be remaining once the green comes out. That's not much time, so it's going to be a scramble at the end.
Sullivan has had very good restarts the past 2 restarts. So all 3 starts and restarts we've had today. So let's see if he can keep that streak going and put the number on Kniep in second. Houghton is in the pit road. It looks like they are pulling that machine back into the garage area, so our second retirement of the race. When we go back to green flag racing with 5 laps to go in our Red Rookie A main event, our lineup will be Carter Sullivan, Dexter Kniep Jr., Trevor Klein, and Cale Ruthenbeck. As the 1 to go is out this time by, I'm going to hand the restart over to Ryan.
We'll receive the green in 4. It seems like the 5 really is not getting up there on the restarts. That'll hurt him. Oh, wait. The caution comes back out. We're going to get relined up. Hopefully the 5 can stay tight this time, because if so, that's going to hurt his overall race, considering we only have 5 laps to go. All right, we are bumper to bumper now. If we can keep like this, this will be a very action-packed race. All of the fast people are left. We'll see how this goes.
1 to go this time by as we head down the back straightaway. Sullivan leads him into turn number 3. Green flag out in the air. Great start for the 2 leaders. It's Kniep looks under Sullivan down the front straightaway, side by side into turn number 2. Kniep takes the lead. I was looking at back of the pack of the 3 car, so I said 3 because of that. But Kniep once again gets a great restart, takes the lead from Sullivan as 3 to go this time by.
Seems like Kniep has the lead he wants as the 2 to go signal has come out. He'll get the white flag this time by. Does Sullivan have anything for him?
Down the back straightaway, Kniep has about a 4-5 car length advantage over Sullivan. Into turn number 3, checkered flag flies. Dexter Kniep Jr. takes home the win in our Red Rookie A main event.
got home second? I didn't see.
I didn't see either. I will be sure to get you the full lineup when it gets announced. But a checkered flag for Kniep there. As that concludes the 24 hours of Red Rookie here at NCQMA. Kniep out on his victory lap now. That concludes half of our races here at the NCQMA Speedway. Once again, I will make sure to get you the official finishing order when I get it.
Rookie A-Main, his first race, his first win, Dexter Kanai.
Kniep takes home the win in his first race, his first win. So definitely great for Kniep. In second, Carter Sullivan. In third, Trevor Klein. In fourth, Cal Ruthenbeck. In fifth, Lacey Houghton. And bringing up the rear of the field, in sixth, Paige Robertson. After that early retirement.
Dexter, Carter, and Trevor, please report to TAC. Congratulations, drivers.
So that concludes our fourth race of the night. Next out, Junior Honda, a main event. Starting on the pole, we Braden Allen in second, Cody Conover in third, Mason DeJarnette in fourth, Delana Hodge, and bringing up the rear of the field will be Tyler Conover. Our current points leader in the Junior Honda division is Delana Hodge. Delana has won all 3 races so far this season in Junior Honda. Second in points is Mason DeJarnette, and then a tie for third between Alum and Conover. Hodge has 180 points, DeJarnette has 162, and Alum and Conover both have 153 points. So Hodge definitely in a good position to attempt to take home the championship in Junior Honda in our Summer Heat Series. Once again, the final Summer Heat Series race, Championship Tuesday, will be next Tuesday, August 19th at the NCQMA Speedway. Racing starts at 3:15.
I think next year's final race needs to be a doubleheader. Stay up and race till 3 in the morning. Let's see how that goes.
I would agree with that, but I don't think the cops would like that with our 11 o'clock curfew.
That was hilarious when James Spink was running A's at, I think, was 12 at night, which was past our curfew, and then the police came to shut us down. I was actually in the tower when that happened.
That was at a national race, I believe, back in 2010, 2009 USAC national event, and that was back when those national events had about 400 cars apiece. So we had to get the show done. It was midnight, and we had only the loudest cars left, so we sent them out, and we sent someone to hold off the police while we did that race. But we got it done, and they didn't shut us down, so it ended up working out all right as our 30-second warm-up has begun in our Junior Honda A-Main event. Our next 3 races tonight are all going to be more exciting than our races earlier today, as they are 5 or 6 car events with the best of the best at NCQMA Speedway, minus Ryan Repko. I guess we're also missing Gage Painter in that group, but minus Ryan and Gage, the best of the best.
And Connor Youngchuck.
Stop giving names that make it seem like we... But yeah, we're definitely missing a couple drivers, probably to the USAC National event in Kalamazoo, Michigan this weekend. We go ahead and get these drivers lined up and ready to go racing. Alum, Conover, DeJarnette, Hodge, Conover, your lineup. As they are lined up correctly, it looks like we're going to get the one to go this time by Allen and Conover going to lead them down the back straightaway as they don't give the one to go, even though they were perfectly lined up. This time we take the one to go or not.
I think they're going too fast. I think that's why I keep calling them back.
Third time's a charm. This time we get the one to go. Allen and Conover are going to lead them down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag flies. Everyone on the loud pedal. Green flag. Junior Animal A main event. Allen gets the Junior Honda A main event. Allen gets the pole on Conover there, but Conover managed to slide back into the second place running position. Always hard to do that. Start second, stay second. Battle for third. Elena Hodge looks under Mason DeJarnett down the front straightaway. Gets the job done. Easy job done for Hodge there. Though Tyler Conover looks under DeJarnett. Gets the job done. So slide DeJarnett from third to fifth. Allen's got about a car length lead over Conover in second, and about 3 car lengths back to Hodge in third. But Hodge is closing that gap quickly with 29 laps to go. Hodge right on Cody Conover's bumper. Going to try to get the pass done down the back straightaway. Looks low, can't get the job done down to the front. Hodge low under Conover. No, still looking, but can't get the job quite done. But she's right on his bumper.
Hodge probably has a little extra motivation for this race after losing that last one to after a accident. But the 2 Conovers are going to rub, but keep on going.
Hodge gets under Cody Conover down the back straightaway there. Brother Tyler Conover tries to go by brother Cody Conover there. They make wheel-to-wheel contact. Slow both of them up. Slide Tyler Conover from third back to fifth now due to that incident. Delana Hodge is now caught up to the leader of Braden Allen. Bumper to bumper, 20 laps left to go. Hodge going to try to look low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done. Yes, she does. Delana Hodge, your new leader. Can Allen go for the crossover? No, he cannot. Delana Hodge, your new leader. 20 laps left to go. Hodge and Allen have pulled to about a half a straightaway advantage over Cody Conover in third. Hodge pulled about a car length over Allen as that advantage for the lead, as we now have a battle for third place brewing between the 2 Conover brothers.
It's about to get exciting here as Cody's probably going to try and pass Tyler. The first time he tried that, it didn't work. Tyler cut him off, but here he goes again.
Tyler looks
he's gonna
low.
Get it done.
Tyler does get the job done there. No contact between and yellow flag. Mason DeJarnett tries to follow Tyler under Cody.
That car slung a chain.
Ends up making contact with the 2 car of Cody Conover, spinning himself out and flinging the chain of Conover up the speedway. So they're going to have to push Conover in the pits to get that chain back on. Yellow flag comes out. Junior Honda A main event. 14 laps left to go. It's a beautiful, clear night here at the NCQMA Speedway. Probably about 75 degrees or so. Slight breeze. You can't get any better summer weather than this. You can still see fair weather clouds out to the distance, so despite the 80% chance of rain, it looks like racing will be completed tonight. Cody Conover in the pits, attempting to get that car fixed. The rule for the pits is once the lineup is good, you're given 5 laps in order to get the car fixed. If you are not rolling by the time the leader crosses the stripe, you are considered late out. You must stop at the edge of pit lane and hope for a yellow. If a yellow comes out before a lap is completed, meaning every car on the track crosses the start-finish line, then you will go back out on the track. If not, you're out of luck and your race is over. So time winding down on that 5-lap work rule. We're going to get the 1 to go this time by, but the car of Conover on its wheels, but not enough to get it going. It looks like he might have popped the chain back off as when they pushed him off. So tough luck for Conover there. He's considered laid out. 1 to go this time by. Our lineup when we go back to green flag racing will be Hodge, Alum, Conover, and DeJarnett, as the green flag will get thrown off there, as it looked like the 4 of Hodge just hit the throttle a little too soon.
They want to make sure they get this lineup correct. That way we can hopefully have a good race between the leaders and even third and fourth.
Cody Conover back on his wheels, but it looks like he will be able to get pushed off this time. So that start getting called off definitely was good news for Cody Conover as he pulls back out on to the racing surface. So they're going to go ahead and catch him up, put him in the 5th and final running position as the 1 to go is out this time by Hodge, Alum, Conover. DeJarnett, Conover lead him down to the back straightaway into turn number 3. Carl, the start will get called off again. Hodge seems to be picking up the throttle when she gets the 1 to go. And that is not acceptable. You have to wait until you get into turn 3 to pick up the throttle. Or at least you're supposed to.
I think they run that way down in Georgia.
They do.
Amber Shield. Blue Rookie, Heavy Honda, Clear, or Amber Shield.
1 to go out this time by. This lineup looks much better. Bumper to bumper into turn number 3. Green flag will fly this time by. Everyone abides by the restart rule. Yes, they do. Alum right on Hodge's bumper down the back straightaway. It looks like he pushed, meaning the car didn't turn well out of turn number 2. Loses that second place position. Tyler Conover takes second from Alum. It's about a 3-car length disadvantage Conover has from Hodge there.
Hodge's Talon chassis has taken off, as she now has about a half a straightaway lead. Not quite, but about.
10 laps to go this time by for Delana Hodge. Hodge definitely has the fastest car out on the track. She has had an all junior Honda events this summer. She's gone 3 for 3 so far. If she can win the next 2, she'll sweep junior Honda. Six laps to go this time by for Hodge. Hodge half a straightaway advantage over the gingerbread kid Tyler Conover in second. Going through the field, you have Delana Hodge in first, Tyler Conover, gingerbread kid Tyler Conover in second, Braden Allen in third, Mason DeJarnett in fourth, and Doughboy Cody Conover in fifth.
Delana Hodge is going to get the 2 to go. She's going to get the white flag this time around. It doesn't look like Cody will be able to catch her. Tyler will be able to catch her as Delana picks up the win in Junior Honda.
Delana, your winner in Junior Honda, a main event. So that concludes our 5th of 8 races planned for tonight. Definitely a great showing by Hodge there.
Next out on the track will be Senior Honda.
Starting on the pole in our Senior Honda A main event will be Nick Loden in the Ingersoll Rand machine. In second, Justin Opplinger. In third, Christopher Opplinger. In fourth, Lucas Sipka. And in fifth, Joey Robertson for our next race out, Senior Honda A main event.
Finishing third, Braden Alum. Finishing fourth, Mason DeJarnett. And finishing fifth, Cody Conover. Delana, Tyler, Braden, please report to tech. Delana, Tyler, Braden, please report to tech. Congratulations, drivers.
It doesn't seem like the sun has come out behind the clouds. Maybe it's just gone down, but that since it's been gone for so long, it's probably played a factor into the track surface. The track surface is probably a lot cooler than it was.
We are still waiting
Miss Boat,
for
we need you in the
the
tower,
senior
please.
Honda event to pull out onto the speedway.
Miss Hodge, you need it in the tower, please.
Not quite sure what we're waiting on, but racing will resume shortly.
It sounded like we were waiting for people to come up to the tower in order to score this race. They were calling up Mrs. Hodge, who was probably down celebrating Delena's win before she ran up to the tower.
Mr. Alum, 1-2, please.
We are now waiting on a judge for corner 1 and 2. So just a little while longer as we wait for volunteers to head to their positions before we roll off. During the downtime between races, I'm going to go ahead and shout out Flash Products. Flash Products is the official sponsor of Tracking Live here on TriadSportsCoverage.com. Flash Products makes simply the best quarter midget racing motors out there. So if you're looking to get into quarter midgets, looking to buy a motor, as that's one of the, of course, essential things you will need, make sure to get your motor from Flash Products.
And here comes the senior high divisions as we're about to roll out onto the track. As Sam gave the lineup earlier, we'll get them. We'll have the 30-second warm up, and then we'll get lined up.
Paper number 4, Lucas Sitka, and paper number 5, Joey Robinson. Good luck.
Justin Opplinger is running. I've seen about everything in quarter midgets, and he's running some sort of styled quarter midget car I haven't ever seen before, so I'm not quite sure what type of car that is. Justin Opplinger is your defending national pavement champion in the junior Honda division. Let me go ahead and get you our senior Honda point situations. We come into the 5th out of 6 rounds. Your current senior Honda points leader is Nick Loden with 177 points. Running in second in points is Lucas Sipka with 156 points. Only Loden and Sipka have been present at every senior Honda race so far. Once again, next week I'll get detailed points analysis for you. But we are getting these drivers lined up and ready to go. Loden, Opplinger, Sipka, Robertson, your lineup. Loden going to lead him slowly down the front straightaway. Through turns 1 and 2. 1 to go this time by. Down the back straightaway. Green flag out in the air for Nick Loden. Loden keeps Opplinger pinned up to the outside. Opplinger still stuck on the outside. Christopher goes under. It looks like Justin Opplinger is going to find room behind Christopher Opplinger. Christopher won Senior Honda at the USAC National Events at Oswego County Speedway in Fulton, New York a couple weeks ago. And now he's looking to back that up. He's right on Nick Loden's bumper, battling for the lead. Loden Opplinger, bumper to bumper. Opplinger gets a little loose out of turn number 3 there. Falls about a car length behind Loden. Opplinger gets that position made right back up. Opplinger, Loden, bumper to bumper. 28 laps left to go.
Like Opplinger and Loden may have dead even machines, as neither one are really pulling away from the other.
Opplinger can't quite seem to be able to make the pass on Loden for the lead. 23 laps left to go in this Senior Honda A main event. Loden and Opplinger still bumper to bumper. Opplinger's car seems like it might have come in a little bit. It might be a slight bit quicker than Loden's right now as he is staying pinned to Loden's bumper, but he just can't quite make the pass. 2 leaders bumper to bumper, but only 2 car lengths behind him. Lurking in the shadows is Justin Opplinger. Once Nick and Christopher start racing, that'll probably be a way for Justin to get up there, and it'll end up being a 3-car battle for the lead. 15 laps.
Traffic coming up here. We'll see if that plays an effect. Oh.
Christopher Opplinger looks low under Nick Loden down the back straightaway. Gets the job done. Now he's going to look under Joey Robertson to put him a lap down. Gets the job done. Loden right with him. But Opplinger, your new leader, with 12 laps left to go. But Loden right on the bumper. Loden looks low down the front straightaway. Loden takes the job. Loden back in the lead. These two are battling, crossing each other over. This Justin Opplinger lurking in the shadows now has a shot at this. 10 laps to go. Christopher still right on Loden's bumper. Christopher gonna try to look low down the pack straightaway. Can't get the job done. Looks again down the front. Still can't quite get the nose pulled under. Get the pass.
Seems like Nick Loden's machine may have come in as he's pulling away from Opplinger now.
5 laps left to go in this race. Loden's got about a half a car length to a car length advantage over Christopher Opplinger in second. Behind them, it's about 5 cars back to Justin Opplinger in third. 3 laps left to go this time by. Opplinger's running out of time to make a move on Loden. He's still about a quarter car length off of Loden's bumper. The slow green flag wave signaling 2 to go this time by. White flag in the air. Loden looks like he's going to be able to hold on down the back splitter. Opplinger looks low. Opplinger down low. Can't get the job done. Checkered flag in the air. Nick Loden takes home the win. Gets clipped by Opplinger down the front straightaway as those two, first and second, sitting stationary in turn number 1. But checkered flag out for Loden. Opplinger gave it all he had. He only got about halfway to Loden's machine there as they slid sideways across the start-finish line. Those 2 cars of Nick Loden and Christopher Opplinger were definitely the fastest cars on the speedway. And it looked like Loden's car might have just been a bit better on the long run, which is what handed Loden the win instead of Opplinger.
Exciting finish, Nick Loden. Finishing second with an exciting finish, 'Christopher Opplinger. Finishing third, Justin Opplinger.
But that was definitely probably the best race we've seen this afternoon. As Nick's going to get the checkered flag, it's a little wadded up. But he's excited about this win. He's going to take 2 victory laps at full speed. So he is definitely pumped about this win.
Next up is race 7 out of 8 tonight, Blue Rookie event. The Blue Rookies are the next step up from Red Rookie. You won 25 laps as opposed to 20, and you're a little faster, and you're also expected to listen to rules such as the yellow line restart rule, and you can strike out. So Blue Rookie is to prepare you for moving into Junior, Senior, or Heavy Honda. Our lineup for the Blue Rookie A main event, starting on the pole, Truett Miranda. In second, Colton Curry. In third, Dylan Thomas. In fourth, Will Beaupre. And in fifth, Sierra Lale. 5-car Blue Rookie A main event. We are waiting on the Blue Rookie event to get pushed out here. It should be pushed out momentarily.
Late to the hot chute, late to the hot chute.
We're waiting on one of the drivers to get strapped into his car. He hasn't begun yet.
I believe that's for the next race, however, though.
Oh. I thought he ran Blue Rookie.
Not anymore.
Oh.
He moved up recently. Our next 2 races on tap, Blue Rookie A main event and Heavy Honda A main event. And then our race day will be complete. So I gave you the lineup for the Blue Rookie A main event earlier. That event is now rolling out onto the track. 5 cars. Going to go ahead and send them out for their 30-second warm-up and then get them lined up and ready to go.
Good luck, drivers.
Sam, is that your old Honda right there or no?
Which one?
That one.
No, that car's in Georgia.
Oh, okay. Because I know that family also got your heavy 160, and /A car, but I didn't know.
Unless the people in Georgia sold them that car, that is not.
Ooh. Hard contact with the wall. Nate, I think his name's Nate Bort.
Will Beaupre.
Oh, Will Beaupre. They have similar looking cars.
They do. The 30-second warm-up has ended. We're going to go ahead and get these drivers double filed up and ready to go racing. Miranda, Curry, Thomas, Beaupre, Lale, your lineup. I think she's in the tower, buddy. Go open the tower door for him. He can't reach it. 1 to go is out this time by Miranda Curry. Going to lead him down to the green flag into turn number 3. The start will get called off. He asked me where his mom was, and I said in the tower. He's like, I can't get in the tower. Curry did not stay up to the side of Truett Miranda. So we're going to go ahead and try to get that start again. These blue rookie drivers are having a little difficulty getting lined up. One to go out this time by down the back straightaway. Much better looking start here into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Great start from Miranda. He leaves Curry. Curry all the way back to 4th.
Dylan Thomas seems to be closing in on Truett Miranda, who is currently your race leader. He bobbles a little bit off 4. That will make him lose some ground, but he's still steadily catching him. As we've got a race in the back between Sierra Lale, Colton Curry, and Colton Curry saves it. And Will Beaupre was in that mix as they've now spread out.
The battle for the lead is now on. Miranda's still your leader, but Dylan Thomas right on his bumper. Thomas just looked like he might have got a little loose there. Lost about a car length on Miranda, but he's catching that up very quickly. Thomas obviously has the faster Stanley Racing machine as the yellow flag is out. And the 5 car of Sierra Lale and the 4 car of Will Beaupre were sitting sideways in turn number 3 and 4. What happened was Dylan Thomas went to the outside to try to avoid it and hit the wall. So hopefully no damage on Thomas's car. Beaupre just spun it around and kept going while Lale stopped on the track. So that brings out the yellow with 15 laps to go. Once again, there are no points in the blue rookie division as it is a rookie division and only for learning. So points are not awarded. I'll have to wait to see what our lineup when we go back to racing will be.
Trying to get them lined up as perfect as possible. Although I don't think the lineup is correct, otherwise we would be getting the 1 to go. We may and or may not need the track lights for the next race.
One to go this time by Miranda, Thomas, Curry, Lale, and Beaupre. Your lineup down the back straightaway. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone does abide by the restart rule. Yes, they do. Once again, the cars of Miranda and Thomas pull away from the field. About a car length between them and Colton Curry in second. Miranda gets a good start, pulls about 2 car lengths off of Thomas, who seems to have a car that's a little free on him, as it looks like he's trying to fight that car around the NCQMA concrete oval.
To go in this one. You're going to make it 12 this time coming around, as the 3 doesn't look like he has anything for Truett Miranda. Dylan Thomas doesn't seem to have anything for Truett Miranda, as Colton Curry seems to be closing up to the back of him. And we have a caution out on the backstretch. It is Sierra Lale and Will Bropry have locked wheels and stopped on the backstretch.
So once again, another caution in our Blue Rookie A-Main event. This one flies with 11 laps to go. It looks like the cars of Beaupre and Lale seem to be stuck together. Their wheels, as these wheels are extremely grippy, the tires are extremely grippy. When you lock tires, sometimes they just grip together. So they've got a group of four handlers trying to stick these cars.
We've got the lineup. We just got to get these cars untangled, and then we can send the ones that need to be fixed down into the pits and get them repaired and back out. Beautiful skies out. I was right. We are not going to have a rain shower unless one just pops up randomly. But we've got a nice, pretty sunset off in the distance. I think I'm going to get a picture for Twitter. But follow at Ryan Repco _.
During this break in the action, I'd like to take another opportunity to thank Flash Products for being the sponsor of Tracking Live and all live coverage here from the NCQMA Speedway. Flash Products makes the best quarter midget motors in the business, so if you're looking to get into quarter midgets or you're already into quarter midgets and listening to Flash and listening and you're not running Flash motors, then you should pick some up. Ryan is a customer of Flash Motors, and so is I, and we can definitely vouch for the fact that they are just simply the best motors around. Looks like they've broke out the hardware in order to attempt to unstick these machines on the back straightaway. They seem to be stuck together rather good. Looked like they had to undo a bumper or something, as they are unstuck now. The 4 car of Will Beaupre is being pushed into the pit lane.
When we restart, we'll have 11 laps to go. Your leader will be Truett Miranda, who has led from the beginning up until this point. And in second, I think he's been up there since the beginning, will be the 3 of Dylan Thomas. And, ooh. Mr. Conover almost got hit by a car. That was pretty scary, but luckily the car was able to dodge him, and we have no harm, no foul, and we'll be able to continue racing.
The 4 car of Will Beaupre getting a chain put back on in the pit lane area. Looked like he took a good amount of damage from that collision with Lale down the back straightaway. Our lineup, when we go back to Green Flag Racing, our leader will be Truett Miranda. In second, Dylan Thomas. And in third, Colton Curry. In the pits, we have Will Beaupre and Sierra Lale, the two cars involved in that incident on the track a moment ago, as the 5-lap work rule has begun for the cars of Beaupre and Lale. Both up on their nose, getting a new chain.
Are you able to read how many fingers are up? I can't tell.
I can't tell because of the way he's angled to me, but I believe there's probably 3 laps left as both cars are set on their wheels.
They're going to make it back out.
2 to go. Neither are pushing yet. However, they're just both on the wheels, as it looks like they're trying to push the number 5 car of Sierra Lale out of the pits, which they do successfully. 1 more lap for the car of Beaupre to get pushed off. They're pushing now. He should make it. He does. So Lale will come back, as she won the pit race off of pit road, will come back out in 4th. Beaupre in 5th. We're going to go ahead and get these cars stacked back up in the correct order so we can get back to racing in our Blue Rookie A main event with 11 laps left to go.
Luckily, we'll have all 5 cars participating in the remainder of the race. And hopefully it'll be a good one, as we have Truett Miranda, as I said earlier. He will restart in first. I think they're going too fast for Chief Starter Nick Wilt's liking. I think that's why we haven't gotten the 1 to go signal yet. And we also have a bit of a gap between the 3 and the 2 of Dylan Thomas and Colton Curry. We got to close that gap before we can go green again.
Once we do go back to green, as Ryan said, Miranda will lead us to the green flag for hopefully 11 laps of clean green flag racing. As they are giving a black flag to the 4 of Will Beaupre. I'm not sure why he is receiving
I think his nerf
that
bar's
black
loose,
flag.
but I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. They're going to get him back out before we go green again.
Not sure why he was sent into the pits.
It looked like his nerf bar was loose, but I'm not sure.
I'll make sure to get that for you once the race has concluded. But 1 to go this time by for Miranda. Miranda going to lead him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag out for Truett Miranda, as the yellow flag will come back out as the 2 car of Colton Curry got into the back of the 3 of Dylan Thomas and sent him under the yellow line. However, I guess Chief Starter Nick Wilt did not throw a yellow for that, as we kept going green, as now the yellow for that does come out. So I'm not quite sure what happened there. We completed a lap before the yellow came out. So I'm not quite sure what's going on right now, as that should have been an immediate yellow, and it was not.
Colton Curry came off the track, not entirely sure why. Maybe he wanted an adjustment. But he is going to stop. And now he's going to go back out on the track and resume racing.
I'm not quite sure what that yellow is for, as a lap had been completed since the yellow line violation by Dylan Thomas. So we'll have to see what the lineup is when we go back to racing. When we go back to racing, there'll be 10 laps left to go.
And we have Will Beaupre in the infield after being turned by Dylan Thomas under caution. We've just got to get everybody back lined up. That way we can go green again.
The two rookie races tonight have definitely taken up the majority of the time. Earlier we had the 24 hours of red rookie, and this is shaping up to be the 12 hours of blue rookie. Still waiting to get these drivers lined up so that they are ready to go racing. One to go is out this time by Miranda, Lale, Beaupre, Thomas, and Curry. Your lineup as we head into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone does go above the yellow line.
Sierra Lale did not get the start she wanted as Truett Miranda has gone to a half a straightaway lead. Dylan Thomas in the infield keeps it going.
But a yellow flag does come out as he did put 4 tires under the white line, and whenever that happens, a yellow does come out.
I'm not sure that we got a lap in. Wait, I think we got a lap in.
I believe we did.
But I don't think they're, I don't know, they've got the cards wrong, I think.
This race definitely taking a long time to complete.
I think this may be the longest race of the day right here.
Right now, the scooter race going off to the side of the track is a little more entertaining than the actual race.
It looks like the kid in the blue shirt has taken the lead in the scooter race. And he is about... There's a caution for something, I'm not quite sure what.
Looks like someone ended up in the gravel over on the scooter race on the left side of the track.
Where's the start-finish line on that track? I don't see it.
I think the trash can.
In the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. I think they're going to get the one to go this time. I'm not really sure. In the scooter race, of course.
As they're still trying to figure out the lineup in the real one.
Yes. So while they are figuring out the lineup in the real one, we will give you the play-by-play of the scooter race.
There's just that little to talk about with this race.
They are green flag in the scooter race as, we've got a kid on his back.
Red flag in the scooter race. The kid in the gray shirt's on his back. But but it looks like we don't have a one to go this time back in the real race. We were getting to it. It looks like our lineup is correct, though. Back to the Blue Rookie A main event. Truett Miranda will lead him down to the green flag. In second will be Sierra Lale. In third will be Will Beaupre. In fourth, Dylan Thomas. And in fifth, Colton Curry. As they're trying to give these drivers the one to go, they're just going a little too quickly here. When we take the green flag, will be 9 laps left to go in our Blue Rookie A main event. 1 to go. Blue Rookie A main event. Miranda leads him slowly down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. Everyone above the yellow line. Yes, they are. Once again, not quite the start Lale was looking for. Miranda's already pulled about a corner advantage, and they haven't even completed a lap.
Sierra Lale didn't seem to get the restart she wanted as Will Beaupre looks under Sierra Lale, gets the job done, and Truett Miranda has pulled out to about a straightaway lead. Let's see if anybody has anything for him here in these closing 6 laps. Make that 5 laps as of now.
Miranda definitely has the fastest car out on track. 4 to go this time by. All he needs to do now is hang on.
We've got a battle for 4th place here between Colton Curry and Dylan Thomas.
Miranda's going to come around this time by. Take the green flag. 2 laps left to go down the back straightaway. Out of turn number 4. White flag in the air for Truett Miranda. One more time down the back straightaway. Checkered flag. Give the win to Truett Miranda. In second, Will Beaupre. In third, Sierra Lale. In fourth, Dylan Thomas. And in fifth, Colton Curry. As that concludes the 12 hours of Blue Rookie.
Next up will be Heavy Honda. Those are a little bit more experienced drivers. The racing will probably be shorter than this race. Sam, why don't you read to us our lineup?
Our lineup for the Heavy Honda A main event, starting on the pole, will be Abigail Kenny. Starting second, Laith Trabelsi. In third, Luke Akers. In fourth, Macy Curry. In fifth, Jordan Redmond. And in sixth, Dylan Lale. The point situation in Heavy Honda is leading the points with 180 points. She's swept every race so far in Heavy Honda this summer series. Macy Curry. Second in points is Jordan Redmond. Third in points is Luke Akers.
This race should be exciting. We've got for tonight it's on one of the higher end of the car counts, so it should be a good race.
A 6-car event. The most we have tonight was 2 6-car events in our Red Rookie and Heavy Honda A main events. It looks like they're trying to get Macy Curry in her car. Is it still up on the cart? As I guess because crew chief was with Colton. Another delay in the action as we're waiting to get Macy Curry in her machine. This will be our 8th and final race of the night. Next racing action at NCQMA Speedway will be on Saturday, August 16th, our 3rd fun race of the season. The one at the beginning, Oswego. The second out of our 2 national race replacement fun race series. Out of the 3 that we are going to have. That is coming up on tap Saturday. What time will that start? Expected to start around 11:15. And then Championship Tuesday for the Summer Heat Series is on next Tuesday, August the 19th, the final race of our Summer Heat Series.
Sam, I looked on Facebook. Your mom's listening. As I've just seen on Facebook, I was tagged in a post. Becky Hatfield, Sam's mom, is listening live to the broadcast. Ooh. Not quite sure what we're waiting on, but I'm sure that Heavy Honda action will resume shortly. I think they need to add tracks of slashes to the lineup.
And the scooter race has ended, so there's no more racing for us to view while we are waiting for this Heavy Honda A main event to get rolled out onto the speedway. Normally, this gap isn't a problem as there is a race between Blue Rookie and Heavy Honda on a normal weekend. However, that division has decided not to show up. I have 3 times mentioned our sponsor. Walking up into the booth is Connor Janchuk, son of sponsor of Tracking Live at NCQMA Speedway, Chris Janchuk with Flash Products. Connor, your Flash Products, definitely the best motors in quarter midget racing. He stands in the back and agrees. Of course, I don't think he has a choice as he's stuck with them, as his dad makes the best motors in quarter midget racing. So he, of course, runs some of the best.
Hey, Connor, come here. Tell us about the weekend you had last Saturday.
In my light 160, I was in the lead, and then I spun out, and I got put to the back, and I came all the way back to second. In my senior Honda, I started 4th, and got freight trained, and Lucas Sipka jumped my tire and spun me out, and I had to go all the way to the back and came all the way back to 3rd.
Would you consider these good finishing results?
Yeah.
Okay, that is Connor Janchuk as Heavy Honda rolls out onto the speedway.
Sounds like the 3 car of Luke Akers is suffering due to a loose chain.
Number 3, Luke Akers. Ticket number 4, Macy Curry.
Half of our field isn't even on the speedway yet, but I'm sure they will be soon. I'm not quite sure what the congestion is in the hot shoot area.
It looks like the congestion is the 4 car of Curry. As they pull the 3 of Luke Akers into pits, I am guessing that is so that they can tighten up that chain in order to keep it from falling off at any point in our 35-lap feature event.
As we are still waiting on Macy Curry to finish the finishing touches on her car, so that way we can get to the 30-second warm-up.
All cars are out onto the speedway now, so we should be able to begin our 30-second warm-up momentarily. The only exception is Luke Akers, who's in the Hoosier hot shoot, getting his car worked on. That chain of Akers was loose earlier in the day, so they're going to go ahead and try to get that fixed and roll him back out, as Akers did make it back out onto the track. As warm-ups are going on right now, he will maintain his 3rd place starting position. The yellow flag is out, signaling that the 30-second warm-up is over. So we're going to go ahead and get these drivers lined up, ready to go. Kenny, Trabelsi, Akers, Curry, Redmond, Lale, your lineup.
Which car is making that noise?
I believe it's still the 3 car of Akers, but I'm not positive. Sounds like the 2 car of Laith Trabelsi is making some sort of noise. He may also have a loose chain. It's either the 2 of Trabelsi or the 3 of Akers. I'm not quite sure who's making that sound. It's one of the 2, however. We are lined up and ready to go side by side down the front straightaway. Kenny, Trabelsi leading us to the 1 to go this time by. One to go this time by for the 35-lap feature.
This is gonna be a
Trebelsi
good
falls
race.
back a little, so they're going to have to call that restart off. Trebelsi fell back off of the side of Kenny, which caused a little bit of a stack up further back in the field. So this start does get called off. So we're going to stack them, re-rack them, and try again. One to go for Kenny, and Trebelsi is not given this time by. They called off that one to go. Now we get the one to go this time by Kenny Trebelsi. Going to lead him slowly through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag in the air. Kenny gets a great jump. Leaves Trebelsi in the background as yellow flag flies. The 2 of Trebelsi spins in turn number 2 to cost the yellow. And Curry throws the chain. That chain is in 2 pieces. I highly doubt that chain is fixable. I think that her win streak may come to an end there as the chain is lying 2 pieces high atop the racetrack in the middle of 1 and 2. The 3 car of Luke Akers has also stopped out of turn number 4. I'm not sure quite what Akers' problem is.
Looks like he's going to have to take it to the pits.
It looks like both the cars of Curry and Akers have thrown their chains. So they've got Curry up on her lid trying to get that chain repaired. So is Akers. There has not been a single lap completed, so still 35 laps to go with our lineup being Abigail Kenny, Laith Trebelsi, Jordan Redmond, and Dylan Lale as the cars of Curry and Akers are in pit lane. Their 5-lap work rule should begin soon. They just got to get Redmond caught up to the back of Akers, which she is now. So the 5-lap work rule is in effect this time by. They have 5 laps to get those cars repaired as both go on the wheels. Hopefully they get pushed the right way. They push Curry off. She fires up, heads out onto the track. So does Akers. So Curry beats Akers on the race off of pit road. So Akers will get 5th. And Curry will be 5th, and Akers will be 6th when we go back to racing. So we've just got to get Akers caught up to the back of the pack, and we will go green again. Our lineup, Kenny, Trebelsi, Redmond, Lale, Curry, and Akers as we get the one to go this time by. Kenny's going to lead him slowly through 1 and 2, down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Green flag back out in the air. Everyone above the yellow line. Restart rule, yes, they are. Kenny gets a good jump over Trebelsi on the start. Got about a car length between the Kenny and Trebelsi machines. Then another car length back to Redmond in 3rd.
Kenny seems to be pulling away from the field as make that about 2 car lengths between her and Trebelsi. And it looks like Jordan Redmond may be about to look under the 2 of Laith Trebelsi. As she does, gets him a little loose. No harm, no foul. We'll keep racing.
Macy Curry pulls up to the 4th place position, getting by Dylan Lale for 4th. Now has her sights set on Redmond and Trebelsi for 3rd and 2nd. Meanwhile, Abigail Kenny has a car length advantage over Trebelsi in 3rd, but it looks like Curry is the fastest car on the track. 28 laps to go.
But will Curry be able to close the gap in between her and Abigail Kenny? That is about a straightaway lead. I've seen tonight the drivers who do get a straightaway lead tend to keep that lead for the rest of the race, but we'll have to see.
Curry now pulls up into the 2nd place position. gets under Dylan Lale. Lale gets a little loose, slides all the way to the top of the track, which allows Redmond to follow her under Lale. Lale now getting pressured for the 4th place by Dylan. Excuse me, that was Laith Trebelsey, not Dylan Lale. Dylan Lale is now pressuring Trebelsey for 4th. Kenny still has about a 3/4 of a straightaway lead, and that gets erased like at the snap of your finger as the number 3 of Luke Akers spins Dylan Lale in turn number 4. Tough break for Kenny there. It looked like Curry had a little bit of a quicker car, but just didn't quite have enough power behind that machine to catch up to Kenny, as Kenny had the 3/4 straightaway lead, but that wreck erases all that in a snap of a finger. She now has to deal with Curry right behind her on the 21 lap to go restart. It would definitely be great to see Abby pick up a win. That family put so much blood, sweat, and tears not only in the speedway but also in her cars. I swear sometimes they might help other people more than they help themselves when it comes to these quarter midget race cars.
Yes, definitely a good family, the Kennys are. It would be great to see Abigail pick up a win here.
Abby, only 8 in the heavy division, definitely has her work cut out for her. How awesome would it be to see her win in the heavy division? She's got to hold off one of the best heavy drivers at NCQMA Speedway to do it, though. Macy Curry, 1 to go this time by Kenny and Curry, bumper to bumper down the back straightaway. Green flag in the air. Everyone abides by the yellow restart rule. Yes, they do. Curry gets a good start, stays right on Kenny's bumper. Going to look low down the back straightaway. Can't get the job done quite, but Kenny does lose that position down the front straightaway as Curry takes the lead. Kenny's going to try to stay right on Curry's bumper, but just can't quite do it. Curry pulls to about a car length and a half advantage over Kenny now. That's the race for Kenny there. That yellow pretty much lost that race for her there as Curry now pulled to about a 3-car length advantage as Redmond and Kenny got together in turn number 3. Slowed them down substantially. Kenny goes from 2nd to 4th. Redmond in 3rd, Lale in 2nd as Curry now has a half-track lead over Dylan Lale in 2nd place. The battle for 2nd now heating up. Jordan Redmond looks under Dylan Lale. Redmond gets the job done. Redmond now in 2nd. Move Lale back to 3rd. 15 laps to go. Heavy Honda, a main event.
Macy Curry has meanwhile caught the tail end of the field with 14 laps to go.
Curry makes the move on Trebelsey, puts Laith Trebelsey a lap down. Battle for 4th. Luke Akers looks under Abigail Kenny. Slide Abby back to 5th. Her car had to have sustained some sort of damage in that collision with Redmond earlier in the race as Curry now beginning to catch up to Kenny. Comes around and takes the 10 to go this time by. Yellow flag flies. Laith Trebelsey spins out of turn number 4 with 9 laps to go. Kenny loses every bit of lead she had. Redmond's going to be right on her bumper on the 9 to go restart.
That's just the caution that Abigail Kenny needed. She was about to go a lap down, be put a lap down by Macy Curry. So now she's going to restart on the lead lap and keep her spot.
From my vantage point in the tower, I can't see any damage on Kenny's car, but it has to be damaged maybe under the hood somewhere, maybe a bent axle or something, because that car just doesn't look anywhere near as good as it did earlier in the race. Tough luck for Kenny there, though, with that contact from Redmond in that yellow. So I believe she might have been able to hold off Curry if that race goes green to the end. But unfortunately for Kenny, it did not, as it is racing. A little bit of bad racer's luck there for Kenny.
We'll probably get the 1 to go next lap.
Our lineup, when we go back to Green Flag Racing, our leader will still be Macy Curry. Jordan Redmond will be 2nd. Dylan Lale will be 3rd. Luke Akers will be 4th. Abigail Kenny will be 5th. And Laith Trebelsey will be 6th. Laith is 1 lap down. This was the yellow Redmond needed. Redmond's going to have to try to get by Curry quick because Curry seems to have the quickest car. It's the one to go this time by. Curry, Redmond, Lael, Akers. Top four down the back straightaway. This start will get called off as the one car of Abigail Kenny had about 6-7 car lengths between her and Akers. Getting lined up bumper to bumper once again for the 9 to go restart. One to go, given this time by for Curry. Redmond right on her bumper. She picks up the throttle a little early, but I think they'll let it slide. They do. Green flag back out in the air. Redmond gets a decent restart there. Stays about a half a car length behind Curry, but it looks like Curry's already increased that gap to maybe a 1 car length difference between her and Redmond in first and second. Five laps to go across the line this time by for Macy Curry. Curry has pulled it out to about a 5 car length advantage over Redmond. She obviously has the quickest car of the night as she comes around 4 to go. Yellow flag. Jordan Redmond running in second goes for the spin cycle down the front straightaway. Throws away her entire run with only 4 laps to go. Tough luck for Redmond there. Yellow flag out once again. Heavy Honda, a main event. Solo car spin by Redmond there. That was just simply her losing control of the car, spinning out. So our lineup, when we go back to green flag racing, Curry will still be in the lead. Dylan Lael will be second. Luke Akers third. Abigail Kenny fourth. Laith Trebelsey is a lap down. However, he'll be lined up in the 5th position. However, actually running 5th will be Jordan Redmond, and then in 6th will be Trebelsey. 1 to go this time by for Curry. We've got 5 laps to hold on. Lael is going to try to steal this race away from her. Green flag in the air. Everyone above the yellow line. Yes, they are. Great restart for Curry. She pulls a straightaway. Excuse me, not a straightaway. A car length lead over Trebelsey right away. The battle now seems to be for the 2nd place running position. Luke Akers right on Lael's bumper. Akers looks low down the front straightaway. Gets the job done. Slide. Luke Akers up into the 2nd place running position. Green flag slowly waving. 2 laps to go for Macy Curry. And yellow flag back out in the air as the 5 car of Jordan Redmond has spun down the back straightaway. So we will have a restart with 1 lap left to go. Luke Akers starting in second. Will Akers be able to steal the win from Curry on a last lap pass? We'll have to wait and see. About a lap seems to be about the only length of time you can stay caught up to Curry. So Akers has that opportunity to pick up a win here. Our lineup when we go back to green flag racing will be Curry, Akers, Lael, Trebelsey, Kenny, and Redmond. It'll be a green, white, checkered finish. 2 laps to go.
The start's going to be called off because we got a little bit tangled up in 1, but now we are back together. But Chief Starter Nick Wild is still not going to give them the 1 to go. Ooh, we got sparks.
It looks like some cars got hooked together momentarily there. However, they are back apart again. No harm, no foul. We are bumper to bumper once again. 1 to go this time by Curry, Akers, Lael, Trebelsey, Kenny, Redmond. And that start will get called off as the 5 of Redmond sent Kenny for the spin cycle as we were getting the 1 to go. So we'll have to get Kenny's turned around, going again, and back in line. Once again, a green-white checkered finish in our final race of the night. Heavy Honda, a main event. Our cars are lined up back in the correct order, so we should get the one to go this time by. As we do, one to go this time by for Macy Curry. She's got 2 laps to hold off Luke Akers. Akers got 2 laps to pass her. Green flag back out in the air. Great jump for Curry. She pulls to about a half a car length over Akers right off the start. Battle for third. Chabelsi looks under Lael. Yellow flag back out in the air. Jordan Redmond goes for her third and final spin out of turn number 2. Curry definitely got the jump on the start over Akers there. Let's see if he learned from that last start and can try to get the jump on Curry and get by her down the back straightaway and steal this victory. That will send the 5 car of Jordan Redmond back in the pit lane. 1 to go. Once again, this time by Curry's going to try to hold off Akers for 2 more laps in order to take the win. Green flag does not fly. It sounded like they hit the throttles just a little too early for Chief Starter Nick Wilt.
It sounds like Macy Curry is gassing it up coming out of 2, which you're supposed to gas it in the middle of 3 and 4, but...
One to go. Once again, this start sounds a little slower down into turn number 3. Green flag back up in the air. Akers once again loses about a half a car length of Curry on the start. That is going to seal the deal. White flag in the air. 1 more lap for Curry to hold on down the back straightaway. Checkered flag in the air. Curry takes the win. Akers second. Trabelsi third. Excuse me, that is Lael third. Kenny fourth and Trabelsi fifth. I get Lael mixed up in my head a little bit. Very similar sounding names. So that concludes our racing action from NCQMA Speedway tonight. We would once again like to thank WeTryAtSportsCoverage.com. Would like to thank Flash Products for sponsoring Trackin' Live at NCQMA Speedway. As we've said several times during the show, next race at NCQMA Speedway this Saturday, August 16th, our second out of 3 scheduled fun races for the rest of the season. And then it's Tuesday night, Championship Tuesday. Next Tuesday night, August 19th, to decide our Summer Heat Series champions.
Did you enjoy tonight's racing?
Our racing seemed to get better as the night went on, as we got more car count.
That was a good heavy Honda race. I thought Luke Akers did a good job. He had to start at the back, came through and dodged a few wrecks, and seemed like his car came in there toward the end, and nobody's got anything from Macy Curry this year. She is just unbelievable. I just think she is lights out above everybody else in heavy Honda. What do you think? You're a veteran here.
I think I taught her too much last year.
So you're getting all the credit for her success. Okay, I understand that. Well, we'll be back on the air Saturday, weather permitting, to do the second of 3 fun races, even though it's the first fun race because the first one was rained out. So we'll be back here around 11 o'clock on Saturday morning for a Tracking Live presentation, and also we will do the main races live on TryAtSportsCoverage.com. Thanks to Flash Products for his support, Mr. Yunchuk. So for Ryan Repko and Sam Hatfield, we're going to sign off and head north before curfew. Thank you for joining us, and tune in again on Saturday morning.